Come on in. Hey, everybody. Just double checking that we are live, and we are by the looks of it. Hi there, everyone. I'm not hopping on camera today. I didn't have a good night's sleep, so I don't look the best today. And anyway, you are here to see products. So for those of you that haven't caught yesterday's live, I went to Brisbane OnStage, which is the Stampin' Up convention, last weekend, and I wanted to pop on and show you some of the things that are coming up, some of the attendee gifts that we got, some stamp sets, and just basically talk very quickly about what sort of experience OnStage is. It's awesome. Also show you one or two, actually more than one or two, of my swaps. So yesterday I did do swaps, but the swaps that I did yesterday that I showed were the 3D and the card fronts. I was a part of a organised swap as well, and that organised swap did fun folds. So I haven't opened them yet. I'm here and kind of keen to show everybody those. So to start with, this is the new annual catalogue. So you can see it doesn't start until May. You will start seeing lots and lots of demonstrators, including myself, starting to put up new products that you probably haven't seen yet, and they will be coming from the annual catalogue. So let's get, I can't show you the inside, but I can show you the front cover. And I did actually, the images that are on this cover, they are some of the things that we did see it on stage. So you would have seen a couple of my cards in the last day or two that have newer stamp sets on it, and I'll show you one or two of those as well, if I can find them. My craft room is an absolute mess at the moment. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to pop that one to the side. You will see these are the little key rings that I made, and I have a few spare. So if you attended OnStage in Brisbane and you would like one, let me know. I might send you one. I have got a couple of spare, and, you know, what am I going to do with them? So let me start, first of all, with what we got. So we obviously got the annual catalogue. We got a really big bag, which is not going to fit on my screen, so there's no point really showing you that. I am opening. So we got this notebook. I didn't open it at OnStage, and I'll be honest, the couple of OnStage events that I have done, both virtually and in person, I haven't used these products. Oops, sorry. I haven't used these products at all. But this one's kind of tempting. I have seen it on a few other videos already, because look at that. It's clipboard. Now, I am a teacher by trade, so that is my jam. And then we got this beautiful striped paper. Morning, Trace. Striped paper, which I didn't realise is that beautiful pink and white. Assuming it's probably pretty pink. Not petal pink. It looks a little bit brighter. And then over this side here is a little pocket, and it does expand out, so that would be handy. So I'm going to leave that one close by. I may end up using that. So my other ones in the past, I've just popped them to one side and kept them as keepsakes. Now, what should I show you next? So there were lots of things on stage, and this is all very, very random. Let me show you. We all got given a lanyard with our name on it. These items here, so like obviously I'm from Australia. Number 3 was our prize patrol number. So prize patrol, throughout the event, your number will get called and you actually get a free gift. I'll show you that shortly. This was like our agenda, our meals, and then this one here was the after dark, so I'll talk about that in a minute. I am a bronze elite at the moment, so that's my ribbon for that, and I did get the annual team building level 1, which was kind of fun. And one of my team members, Lisa Burrows, did come along with me. We also got this huge badge. I love what I do. So that badge there was from the product playground. Now, the product playground is a space where we can get in and get hands-on with some of the new things. Some of those included, and here it is, what lots of people are hoping for. And I'm hoping, I haven't got my big ring light on today. I've got more natural light coming through. It's overcast and a bit rainy outside, but this kind of gives you the colours as they are true. When I put my ring light on, it does skew the colours a little bit. So we have 5 new in colours. So there are in colours leaving us. I'll admit I have already packed those away. They weren't my favourite, but anyway, that's fine. So we've got Cloud Cover. Now, Cloud Cover is like a bluey grey. Lots of people were saying, don't know about that. I actually really like it. Maybe that's my style, but anyway, there is an issue with the ink pad, so we weren't able to play with the ink pad much. The colours shifted in it when they've put it into transport, so they've gone back to try and reformulate it from what I understand. I'm not sure when that's coming out. And they didn't have Stampin' Blends, which, as you all know, I love Stampin' Blends. So they weren't there to play with either. I'm hoping they weren't in our special order that we could do. So I'm hoping that they get released soon because, of course, colouring is something I like to do. We have Darling Duckling. So this yellow is like got a green base to it from what I can tell. It's a bit murky. I'm not sure whether it's a favourite of mine or not. I'm not going to do a colour comparison. Lots of people, lots of demonstrators online have done that, and you'll probably see I might do it as I go to use them. We did get a packet of mixed cardstock, so we have got some of these to play with. I haven't touched it yet, but we will see. I will go through it. Now, this next one is Secret Sea. Very hard to tell on here. It's not black, and it's not navy. It's sort of like it's like black but has had some color reduced from it. It's got a bluey green undertone. Even when we stamped it, it's got that charcoal feel to it. So that's probably more what I would say is charcoal. And I actually think, these duller colors, these brighter colors, they do go with the charcoal, I think, used in the right way. And I can see myself using that a lot instead of black, because sometimes black's just too stark. We've got Strawberry Slush, which is a returning color. And then we've got Timid Tiger. So Timid Tiger in particular, I really like that second generation, or stamping off, as they say. It gave a really lovely tangerine color. So that was quite pretty. Cardstock's a little bit dull for my liking, as I know not everyone likes pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. So to me, pumpkin pie, melon mumbo, if you want to look at something brighter, and probably Daffodil Delight as something brighter. Now, the blue here reminded me, I can't even think what colour, but it's a previous colour. I'll have to go back through all my old ink pads, and see what it reminds me of. But anyway, also in the product playground, we got to play with the new two-tone cardstock. Now, I have to admit, we did get given some of this, a packet of white and a couple of sheets of, I think I got green, to have a play with. It's a lot thinner than our cardstock. I wouldn't even call it cardstock, I'd just call it thick paper. But you can see, like in this, the purple here, which is Petunia Pop, the lighter and the darker. I hope that does come up on the screen, hopefully. Okay. But these are the different ways you can use it. Crumpling it, tearing it. It's got a white core. So if you've been a scrapbooker for a long time, there was a really big company that did all this textured background cardstock that we all used, and it had a white core. So that reminds me of that. Kind of fun when you want to do layering and stuff. And then the last bit was this sanding. So I have a little sandpaper thing that I'm going to purchase, that they had something similar at OnStage, which isn't currently available, but we did get a little bit of a tip that perhaps Stampin' Up were looking into stocking it, but I can't promise you anything there. And the crumpling, well, obviously it crumples really well because it's a thinner texture, but it stays together at the same time. Don't know that I'm into the crumpled look, but that's okay. So we did also do a part of our prize patrol. Everybody got packets of the new, I'm trying to think what it's called, Memories and More. Little packets of cards. I'm not going to bring the whole packet on, but these were what we got to play with at lunchtime, our make and takes. So they had the formula, or the instructions, I guess, pictures of what to create, and we just use those. So these are pre-cut cards that do fit a standard card size for us, which is exciting, and then the smaller one as well. And these actually fit into the memories and more albums. And I haven't got mine handy. I was about to grab it out. That's why I paused, but I haven't got it handy, so I won't. But I do like the colours in this. Definitely, like, I think you've got Petunia Pop. I haven't got it here it's here somewhere in my craft room. But Petunia Pop, I'd say that would be Peach Pie. That would be Balmy Blue. I think we got Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green. And then Pretty in Pink behind here as well. This stamp set is one that came with it as well. Like I said, oh, I don't even know where all my stamp sets are. Hang on a second. Here, this one. Love it. You've already seen on my socials. I love, 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 love this. There used to be some really bold fonts, like text, larger sentiments that I loved, and I loved to do lots of stamping with those. Trying to think where I put that card. Hang on. So this was the old font, old stamp set, and I really liked that. But I think this one has definitely taken over as a favourite. Look how big that is. Like, and it's got the tiny little scripts as well to go with it. I have to admit, I think I can see myself cutting some individual letters out and making my own words as well. So that's kind of cool. That's a new stamp set. We used it with that to make some cards as well. So these are the notelet set that you can get that gives you smaller size and the matching envelopes to go with it as well. So let me clear my desk off a bit because I'm starting to get a bit of a pile already. So also we did receive, and I didn't use them, I have opened them now, but this is the Greetings for All Mix and Match ephemera pack. So I actually saw these. One of my customers, Amanda, if you're watching, bought this the other day. Oh, well, I'm sorry, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. She bought it for an old aunt who's going to do some crafting. And I didn't realise, like, how much was in this. Like, there is a sentiment for every single occasion. I'm not kidding. A bit of everything. Get 2 of everything. And you get these ones with the white background. Then there's a whole heap in the pack with black backgrounds. There is everything from graduation to Halloween to generic to sympathy and Easter. And oh my goodness, it's just, there is like babies. There's everything that you can have. And there's a couple in here I really like that you could colour as well, just to add the extra colour. And of course you could also ink blend on those. So I'm going to use some of these, I promise. Probably these will end up in my craft bag that goes in my van. So I've got a caravan. I've got a little bag that is packed. That's what I took to OnStage. So when we did our crafting at night time, I actually took my little cut and emboss machine and cut a few things out for people. Now you can see, I won't show you the one with the names on it. We had a bingo. That was the bingo activity that we had to do to get this big badge, which I do love. So there was all these sorts of things, like, you know, you had to go around and find people and, you know, like find someone who's always cold. Well, that would have been my mum, but she wasn't there. Find someone who has a swap card with embellishments. Find someone who uses clear blocks of stamps. Find someone who has lipstick or lip balm with them. So, like, it was a great way to meet new people. And in the end, you're sort of running up to people. Can you sign one of these? Find one that suits you. So I know that, what did I signed a lot of them for, owns both the regular and mini cut and emboss machine. I did that. Winkestella was another one, I think. There was a few that I signed off on as well. So that was cool. That was a good fun activity to do. What else have I got in here? Let me see. So I'm grabbing everything out of the box as I go. So this was after dark. So it was, or after hours, I think. Yeah, OnStage after hours. So this was a paid event. It was on the second night of On Stage, so it was optional. You didn't have to. I think 3/4, if not more, of the people did attend. And so you had to opt between one of two different stamp sets. So the Impressions of Bloom is the stamp set that I got. And it has the most beautiful images when you stamp them. So it's a 2-step, but you can actually just do the detail stamp and then cut it out with the dies. So let me just, I do like the sentiments. I like that there's a mix of the type font and handwritten font. And then these are the dies. So I haven't opened mine yet, but these are going to get a lot of use, and I'll show you why. So these massive, well, they're not massive, but these big dies here, they do only just, but they do fit inside a mini Stampin' Emboss. And that's what I'm finding. Most die sets, everything bar one or two things will fit through a mini, which is great for when you have one like me going to a caravan or whatever, and you don't want to take everything, but you want something small. This is going to work. So and I will do a video creating a card with this one, because what we found was we did use it at the After Dark event. This particular die here cuts just this tiny thin little border, and then this one nests. So you can either have that one, and then you've got an inside as well, but then you've got this behind it. So you can do lots of layers. So I'm kind of excited to do that. These bigger ones here have the outside as well as like an impression that cuts it. So they match these stamps here as well as the leaves. So like most of these are all matched here. And then you've got these extras. So these ones are really cool. Look at that. It's just like, I don't know how to describe that. I guess it could go with that, but I'm thinking just that on a page with some little, yeah, I'm excited to play with that one. I am impressed. There was a turtle one, which I won't talk too much about because we weren't fans, let's say. Let's say we weren't fans. Oh, hi, Deb. I actually didn't see you jump on. Sorry, I don't know when you did, but hello, thanks for joining me. I know Tracy will know what I'm talking about when it comes to the turtles. And, yeah. Anyway, we'll see. The DSP for the turtles, maybe, but maybe not for me. I don't know. Here is those Memories and More pack. I won't go through it right now, but I will show that in another post. What else did we get? Oh, we also got, with our in colours, we also got... we got these ones here are the new flat gems. So flat pearls, sorry. So they are the new in colours. So you can see they're quite bright, quite, I don't know how to describe it, iridescent, I think. And there's underneath there is that Secret Sea. I don't know where I've put my cardstock, but, you know, like it matches, obviously, the cardstock. What else? Oh, I was one of the lucky ones that got this. It's hard to put on. They were giving out or throwing to the crowd T-shirts, so I was lucky that I got one of the T-shirts, and so a crafting T-shirt. Why not? Like, that'll be cool. I'll have to wear that when I'm crafting. The handles on the bag did swap over to, like I said, I won't show you. Love, love, love this pen. I've used it several times already. Again, I normally just stash them away and keep them as keepsakes, but this is beautiful. It's very heavy. I'm assuming it's Granny Apple Green and Lemon Lime Twist, which, of course, favourites of mine. What else did I get? Probably missing things. That's okay. Got this beautiful, I'm just about to go into swaps, but one of my friends, Rachael Ladsmith, bought me this lovely little gift, and it's full of chockies and things, which, look, they're still in there. I haven't eaten them. I promise I haven't eaten them. So, yeah. So, I think that's pretty much it. Let me get into, Tracy, if I've forgotten something, let me know. Let me get into these swaps. Look at them. Beautiful, beautiful swaps. Let me see. I'll start with mine. So, these are the Fun Fold swaps. So, this one, and I'm going to open all of these because Fun Folds take a lot of effort and you really can't appreciate them unless they are opened and folded up or out or whatever. So this one was mine, wishing you a happy birthday. It's using the Delightful Wishes, I think it's called, Delightful Florals, and bright funky colours. So these colours are from the Ocean Friends suite, and this is a tower card. So it's been sitting flat. So it sits up like that, and when you've got it on your desk, that's what it looks like. Okay, and then instead of writing on the back, it does hold a little spot to write a message. So that one is mine. Let's see, we've got one from Kate Gardner. Now, Kate is from Wellington in New Zealand, so I'm trying really hard not to break anything, but she has used, let me see, she has used, the Marbled Elegance paper, and that's a card that sits up like that. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Lots of that gold. I don't have this DSP, so maybe I might have to. So, hi, Lynn, how are you? Southwest Victoria. I wonder where specifically. I've got a few people in Victoria that I know. I was originally from Melbourne. I was born in Melbourne, and all my family are from Gippsland. So Victoria holds my heart, even though I'm a Queenslander through and through. So there we go. That one there is our second swap. I might pop them up the top here so you can see, and I'll move that over a little bit. All right, another one from Leah Dale. Now this one is called a double box fancy fold. So glad I've got this video because I'm going to lose all the bits and pieces, but at least I will have this so I can go back and see whose is whose. So, okay, the inside of the bag comes out. The inside of, yes, I haven't shown the bag, but yes, you're talking about the black bag, the OnStage bag. Now you've distracted me, but yes, hang on, let me grab it. Okay, here is my bag. You are not going to be able to see much of that. Yeah, Hamilton. Oh, one of my great friends is from Hamilton, or spent many years there. And she's a crafty person too. Yes, the inside, let me see, there. And I didn't realise, it's got like, it's hard for me to put it on. Sorry, because it's, let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. No, won't let me. Okay, and it's got pockets on the outside of that insert as well. That's very cool. I might take some photos and pop it up on social media because, yes, the OnStage bag is lots of fun. I wasn't sure at first because I loved last year's. Like last year's goes with me in my caravan. It is so handy. But this year's, I can see a purpose in it too. Okay, let's get back to the card. Oh, there's that textural. So I need to get this stamp set with this beautiful, can you see that? All this scripted. Yeah, I need that. And I love the colours in this. So the DSP plaid DSP, I was going to buy, and I talked myself out of it, but maybe, I might need to purchase that. And then, of course, a little spot on the back to write your sentiment. Because, of course, that's the problem sometimes when you have got a fun fold is where do you write your messages? So, which is why I added the little flap for mine. Okay, this one is from a demonstrator called Judy Mail. I'm not sure where Judy is from, but she has used the Thankful Garden bundle, which I don't have. And, oh my goodness, this is stunning. So, let me see if I can get it to stand up. So, it sort of stands up, and then this part, it stands up like that. And then this part here, look, it's like 3D, like it's like a frame. That's cool. And those arches, I think the arches are really cool. Have I ordered them? Oh, I might have ordered them. I can't remember. I have a box arriving today. Now, can you see that Winker Stella? I want to know how people get Winker Stella to look like that. Mine is so not thick. It's a thin layer, and I have to put layer upon layer. Maybe I'm not pushing hard enough on it or something. I don't know. So, all right. Next is from Anne. Oh my goodness, I didn't realise. Anne Matatsi. Oh, I'm going to say the wrong name. She is from Hawaii. Now, I did not even know that we had somebody from the US join our swap. And we did have it on stage. There were people there that were from the US and from Canada. And this fancy fold is a variation of the double point card. Oh, right. And then that part, oh, I like that. So it doesn't stand up, but it does have like a hidden element there. That's cool. Okay. So what I love is that people have been really generous and said, you know, like if you want a PDF or if you want the instructions, let me know. I know for mine, I did some YouTube videos, so you can always jump on and watch me make those. All my videos are really quick. I don't believe in a lot of faffing around, so there's a lot of fast forwarding in mine when it comes to like stamping and inking and cutting and stuff. So you just get to see the main stuff. Now this one is, let me see. Oh, Diane Evans. Now she does beautiful work, Diane. This is gorgeous. Look at that. Cuts open like that and like that. Oh, beautiful. Storybook Moments. Love. Or Storybook Friends, I think this one's called. But I do love that. That's gorgeous. And that embossing as well. Pretty little flat pearls. They're the flat pearls I like to colour in a lot. So that's beautiful. The next one is by Lorraine Nelson. And, of course, like instructions and things are in there. I'm not going to get those out. But this is beautiful. Look at this. And then it opens like that. Oh, stunning. Oh, and I haven't got those embellishments, those ones there. So they're lovely. I know, so much inspiration. I don't know how I'm going to get through it all in, to be perfectly honest. Look at that, though. That's stunning. Blue. I do love cards that are blue and got a bit of a floral theme to them. So let me see. The next one is Karen Williams. Now, she is from Canberra. Now, this is called a rocking square card. And I'll be honest, this swap is probably the one I got the most excited about because I do love a fun fold, but I do tend to stick to the ones that I know. So let's see. Oh my goodness, watch that. It opens up. Can you see that? It opens. I need to know how to do that. Let me see. Rocking square card. I'll have to actually Google that one. I think, yeah, it doesn't look that difficult, like the mechanism. Isn't that beautiful, though? I don't know what DSP that is, but, yeah, wow. Blown away. Like I said, I think I might just try to recreate each of these with different DSP, just so I've had a go. Now, this is from Lynette Bowen, and let me see. It is the Cute As Can Be DSP. Oh, yeah. Oh, now, can you see that? Have I got too many things in the way? It stands up, like it folds flat, as if, like, in a normal envelope. But then when you push it together like that, it sits up, like a hexagon or something. And using window sheeting, that is beautiful. Okay, another one to add to my list of ones to try. Now, the next one is by beautiful Lisa Burrows. Now, Lisa Burrows is from my hometown, near Toowoomba. I actually work with Lisa. And she is a crafter through and through. You name a craft, she's done it. And she created these fabulous, I can't get it out. She created these fabulous set of cards. Now, let me see if I've got to get it right. So the paper is, the Brights and Beautiful, which I don't have. And it's another one that folds up. And it pops up like that. So when it stands up, it's like a tower, but it's got this front piece that sits up. That's really cool. And she's coloured some twine and used some ink blending and got those beautiful flowers. So can we see that? Have I put it on camera well enough? So that's another good, easy, fun fold. Flat for mailing, but lots of dimension for display. And you obviously write on the back. So that one is great. I am getting there, people. the basket's starting to look a little bit empty. This is by Fiona Cobbin. And this one has a belly band, so beautiful choice of colours there. And then, watch this. Wow, bit of origami. So I do like a bit of origami, and that's cool. And then when it sits up, it's sort of got this 3D element to it. That was what you would see. So that's really lovely. And enough room. Don't like to write a lot in cards. I'm terrible at writing in cards. I make plenty. I need to send more. I actually wrote on 15 cards today to send out for birthdays and a few racks and things. So random acts of kindness. So yeah, so there's that one. Let me pop that one over there. Am I running out of room? I am. This one's cute. It's a little square card. And it's got the, you know, the bee stamp set. So that one, I think you'll see in the next, like it's returning. It's not going anywhere, this stamp set. Now, this card is by, Cheryl Algie. Very lovely. So it opens up. You ready? I can feel that it already opens up. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. So you're going to pop that up on a mantle or whatever, and that will actually stand up. So that's what it looks like. It's very cool. And this one must pop up as well. Yeah. Wow. And to use those postage dies. I don't have those either. Sounds like I've got a lot of things I need to buy, doesn't it? Now this one, my goodness, is Delightful Wishes, and it is by Julia Quinn. So, great. Yeah, Toowoomba's a great place, big place. We're just outside of Toowoomba, but the weather's not great here today, but everyone seems to come from Toowoomba. I don't know. So this is Julia's card, and it's sort of stands out like that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a fan. Using the vellum, I have all of this stuff, so maybe I do need to create it. And it stands up so well, like, because it's like an easel. I don't know if you can see that, but it just, there's nothing blowing that over, that's for sure. And I know that Julia is from the sunny coast, because I do know of one or two of her team members who are friendly with my mum and dad. So there you go. Now this one is by the beautiful Tracy Bish, my upline. And I don't know if Tracy's still on, but she's lovely that she joins me and then tells me that I've done okay later on. Now, I'm going to try really hard to do this because I watched the video that you created the other day for this, Tracy. You make it look so easy, but I don't know that it is. Okay, so it starts off like this. It is a bigger card. I think it folds like that. And you can turn it. Oh, my gosh. Then it folds again like that. Oh, my gosh. And then again, it's like that Jacob's ladder. Do anyone remember the Jacob's ladder? So, Brookstead. Oh, rightio, yeah. Look, it's a very small world. Tracy, this is so clever. Like, I actually reckon, I think this would be a good one for, like, my kids or my grandkids. They would have a lot of fun playing with that. Where am I? Here. I think that's the front. Is it? Is that the front? Pop that one there. Lucky Last. Lucky Last. This one is by Rhonda Lately. So she's from Victoria as well. Must be a huge presence in Victoria. I don't know. Or either that or I just meet lots of people from Victoria. Beautiful DSP. This is the Everyday Happiness DSP. I have had it in my cart and taken it out of my cart that many times. It's not funny because they are my colours and they very much remind me. I should get that out actually. One of my very first DSPs that I bought when I first started doing Stampin' Up as a customer 20 odd years ago when it first started in Australia, had these similar colours. So yeah, I should get that out and compare it. Now, look at this. I have already opened this one because it intrigued me. So it will fold flat. It will open. So when you stand, it's got the coolest. Now, it's an origami fold that is similar to an origami fold that I often use, but sort of inverted. I can't explain it, but isn't that lovely? Bigger card, but you could probably scale it down to a slightly smaller card. yeah, it shows off the DSP so well. Still room to write a message or two, you know, in here, and then that pops up. So that is amazing. Everybody, I think that is it. I want to show you a little sneak peek of something, seeing you're here, and I've got it right in front of me. A little sneak peek of something that it's not a finished card yet, but it is something that was demonstrated at OnStage, and it's called the neon chalkboard technique. So this is one of the new stamps that I just showed you. Happy birthday. It's embossed in white embossing powder, and then you colour over the top using your stamping blends. So that is going on a card. I just love how it pops. Like, reminds me of, like, I don't know, the 80s maybe, my childhood. Yeah, and you could coordinate the colours to go with anything, but I've got a bit of a stamp set, a bit of a card that I'm in the process of putting together using this. So yeah, kind of fun. I think that is everything, unless anyone wants to see something in particular, but if you saw my craft room, you'd know that that's probably not the easiest for me to do. I do have another stamp set. Do I have another stamp set somewhere? Perhaps. Let me have a quick look. Oh, I do. Oh my goodness, I do. All right. Along these lines, this was the prize patrol. Sorry, I did forget about this. This was the prize patrol that, you know, on my lanyard, it had number 3. So Lisa and I both had number 3. I know Tracy and Marion had number 1, so they got a totally different stamp set. So this one, I have already used this and made 3 different cards. Same card, just different. Pop over and have a look at Instagram, particularly because it's there. I didn't do a tutorial. I just sat down one day, made one card, liked the layout. And so this one here, they're like the, you know, continuous drawing, so lots of lines. But what I didn't realize at first is it has a longer and shorter line that's a totally individual. I'm just trying to think if I've got some. I think I've already got some out on blocks, because I do tend to fill my blocks before I put everything away. But you can pretty much just stamp and then put a small line in between, so you can have these like long lines of stamps. I've done one with the bird, the bicycle, and the rose. Now guess what? I can't show you because I've already written on them, and they're already in envelopes ready to mail out today. So this is a cool stamp set. It's I think this one's in the new catalogue. So not everything we saw it on stage was in the catalogue. Some of it is online exclusives, and to be perfectly honest, I think that's the way that they are going. They are moving more away from, you have your catalogue. Whoops, I'm just going to get it out. But you have your catalogue. It's got lots of stuff in it. Has got a lot more scrapbooking. So if you're a scrapbooker, and anyone who knows me, that's where I started. Well, yeah, I did. I started scrapbooking. I've done scrapbooking, and did stuff, you know, had stuff in magazines and things back in those days when we did have magazines for that sort of thing. Then moved towards more card making when my kids were little. So, yeah, I've used the scrapbooking thing and gone back to it a little bit in recent times, because now that we have the new close to my heart makers that have joined Stampin' Up, there is a lot more scrapbooking in this. But what you will find is you do need to get online as well, because the online exclusives have a lot more stuff in it. So this is just a spattering of what's available. There's a lot more online. I tended to always stick to annual catalogue, but definitely this year I'm going to start looking at what's online more so, in the exclusives online. And in saying that, just briefly, if you're not aware, and you'll see lots of it posted online, there is a new rewards system, stamping rewards, that is coming to fruition today, I think it is. And there'll be lots of instructions of how to do that. But, you know, just so you make sure that you opt in and you get your rewards for that. But that's sort of semi-explained in the catalogue and online as well. All right, everybody, that is me done for today. Time for a cup of tea. Oh, good question, Lynn. They have reformatted it slightly. I can't show you the inside. I can tell you that the indexes are a little clearer. It's still not the same as what we've had. So, like 2 or 3 years ago, everything was quite clear. They have still, within the catalogue, there are sections. So you'll have like a scrapbooking section, and then there'll be for all your basic stuff and your kits, and then it goes into stamping. One thing I did notice is there's not a lot of like themed things, as in like Christmas, babies, that sort of stuff. So, oh, you're welcome, Deborah. Thank you for joining me as well. Yeah. So getting back to that, it's not the easiest, I have to admit. Like, I did message Tracy today and say I went looking at the dies and the embossing folders to see what I already had, because there's a lot of stuff that's carried over. One thing I did notice, I thought, oh, they're not all the dies. I'm certain there's a couple of dies. If you have a look at some of the videos and things from OnStage, you'll see there's new dies, really big dies, really, really big dies. They're not listed in the back where it says dies, but it is in another part of the catalogue. So it is a little confusing in that respect. It was a lot easier to find things, Lynn. I agree that, like in the past, it was definitely a lot easier to find things. My go-to now definitely is to get online. If I've seen something that I like, and I can't even remember the name, a hint, particularly for things like DSP and stuff, just put in the search bar online the color. Like, if you know that it had, I don't know, Cajun Craze, for example. If you've seen a post online and it mentioned that it had Cajun Craze, look that up, because often the search is quite broad online and it'll bring up lots of things. There is also online where you can go into the what's new. If you know that there's florals, or if there's a particular sentiment that you remember, you can look that up. But my suggestion is start with the catalogue, then go to the online and go just to shop all products, stamp sets, for example, and just scroll through. It's a bit of a pain. I think it'll make demonstrators a little more aware of actually writing in their social media posts what they've used. I tend to put colors, not stamp sets and things, because I'm terrible at remembering the names, as you can see. But probably moving forward, we probably need to reference that a little bit better for everybody. So, oh, that's okay, Trace. You were probably busy in the shop. Maybe I need to get on every day, and then you can have lots of customers come to the shop and you'll get really rich, and, that'd be good. I am done though. So if you do have any questions though about what I've covered, if you want to see something up close, I will get around to posting photos of lots of things and crediting who gave me what for the swaps. I just haven't had the energy. I have to admit, I did the live yesterday and it wiped me out for the rest of the day. So the sooner I can get this silly brain aneurysm fixed, the better, because it's definitely stealing a lot of the joy from crafting, because crafting sets off my tiredness and my ability to do much for the rest of the day, which I'm not going to focus on because that's a little bit sad and negative. I'm just going to focus on what can we achieve each day. So thank you for joining me. If you pop on early next week, no, not early next week, upcoming anyway, on my YouTube is the next Global Monthly Video Hop. I've got on and done mine early because I'm actually going to be away. So I am heading down to Melbourne for a few days, and it is my birthday during that time as well. So a little bit of a celebration. So I will be a little bit absent from here. Thank you, everybody, again. I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.